items you will need for these cute sandwiches: some bread. I opted for some white bread. Some cucumbers. I peeled them and sliced them just with a regular knife. Some shredded carrot. Some cream cheese at room temperature. Some sort of garlic powder, preferably with some seasoning. And some cute cookie cutters with Easter shapes. Cut up some bread using the bunny face cookie cutter, and this is what they look like. They're small, but it's okay because we're just gonna make some bite-sized sandwiches. And then in a bowl I just added about 4 ounces of cream cheese, it's half the tub, and a couple of dashes of the garlic seasoning. We're gonna mix that and spread that on this bread. So I've gone ahead and put some on each of the sides, and I'm just gonna put 2 to 3 pieces of cucumber on one of the sides, and that is it. So for our Easter chocolate covered strawberries, we're going to use some yellow vanilla flavored candy wafers. Again, I got these from Hobby Lobby and they were $2.99. There we go. Some strawberries that I've already washed and dried down with some, patted them down with the paper towel is what I'm trying to say. English, please. Some cupcake liners. I got them in pastel colors. This is a pale pink. I'm not sure if it's going to show on camera. That's a yellow. It's very obvious. And I have some white ones. So we're just going to alternate them. And a little bowl to melt your candy melts in. And another thing I am going to grab, which I didn't already, is some wax paper to line down here so I can go ahead and put the strawberries on here. So this might be a little hard to hear, but when you're microwaving, you want to do it at 30-second intervals at 50% power, or go ahead and do it at the defrost setting. I'm just doing it at the defrost setting because that's easier. And I can't talk. This is going to be tough to film. So I have my chocolate melted and we've kind of got to move fast. I'm going to dip the strawberries in here and then put them on this wax paper. It also makes for an easy cleanup. But real quick, I'm going to show you one small strawberry. It kind of has a spot here, but oh well. So there's a reason why I fill this up so much, because it's easier to dunkaroo these. There we go. Get all that excess stuff off. And then we will just let them sit here until the chocolate hardens. Alright, so here are pastel-ish strawberries. I am going to let the chocolate harden, and in the meantime, I am going to toss the extra chocolate because we are out of strawberries. And this is what the finished strawberries look like. I really like the way they turned out because I did a thicker coating this time, and I'm glad I used so much chocolate because it definitely coated it really well, and I am positive they're delicious as always. So for the Bunny Blondies, you're going to need some confetti cake mix. I went with the Duncan Hines one because I prefer that brand. Half cup chocolate chips. You can either use the milk chocolate or the white chocolate. I went for Nestle Toll House Springtime Mix because I wanted it to look a little more Easterish. Half to 1 cup milk. I am going to use a little less than half cup, and I'm using almond milk. 1 egg. And you can use a 1/4 cup margarine, butter, or vegetable oil. I opted for a 1/4 cup butter. And I am gonna go ahead and melt that a little in the microwave and mix all of the ingredients minus the chocolate chips in a bowl. So I just went ahead and put my cake mix in here, the melted butter, the egg, and I'm gonna mix it and then slowly add in the milk, and just to a cake batter consistency. I'll show y'all when I get to that point. And the very last step is to add the chocolate chips. In the meantime, you want to go ahead and have your oven preheating at 350. So this is the consistency I'm talking about. It's kind of hard to move it. This is the brownie batter consistency. Earlier I said cake, but what I meant was brownie batter. It's a lot harder to move than the cake batter, and it's because the brownies are denser than the cake. The cakes are usually fluffier. I'm gonna toss these in and then put it in a greased pan in the oven. This is what the batter looks like with the chocolate chips in there. It is a little sticky, but we are gonna put this in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes. It's gonna depend on your oven. Mine bakes really fast, so I usually, if the recipe calls for 30 minutes, I usually check it in about 18 to 20 minutes. So just check once the edges start browning, they're done. And to be extra sure, you can always stick in a fork and see if it comes out clean. If it comes out clean in the center, your yumminess is ready to eat. This is what the finished bunny blondies look like. I just went ahead and cut them into little circles. If you have any Easter cutouts, cookie cutters, you can use them. I just used a circle cookie cutter.